10.9 surface area and volume of prisms. I can find surface area and volume of prisms.
Sorry, didn't have that up there. Thank you, Emily. So we can find surface area and volume of prisms. Yes, no?
Yes.
Surface area, you add up all of the
Faces.
so you find the area of every face and you add them together. Volume would be the okay. So a triangular prism and a rectangular prism are two different types of prisms. Why is a triangular prism called a triangular prism? Somebody tell me, why is a triangular prism called a triangular prism? Suleiman. Because the bases are triangles. Why then is a rectangular prism called a rectangular prism, Wilbert? The bases are rectangles. So we have two different formulas we're using. The first formula really isn't a formula. To find surface area, we literally find the area of every single face and add them together, which we already said in our video. To find volume, we use B times H, and when I say B, I mean capital B, right?
Yeah.
What does capital B stand for?
Area of the base.
Area of the base. Does that differ from shape to shape? Would the area of a base be different for a rectangular prism compared to a triangular prism?
Yes.
So to calculate the area of a triangle is different than calculating the area of a rectangle, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if we go down to number 3, what kind of prism is that on number 7? What kind of prism is this?
Rectangular prism.
And a lot of you have learned to calculate the area, the volume of a rectangular prism. You do length times width times height, right?
Yes.
And that's not wrong. Okay, but we want to focus on the fact that we're going to use volume equals capital B times H. And capital B again means what?
Area of bases.
Area of the base.
Bases.
Not bases, area of the base. So what does capital B mean again?
Area of the base.
So the area of this base, so this is our rectangular prism. This is what we're going to call our base. The area of the base is length times width or base times height, right? So what is the base or the length?
10.
What is the width or the height?
4.
So that's where we filled in our 10 times 4, right? And then the height of this entire shape is,
6.
and that's where our 6 came from, right? So 10 times 4 is 40. 40 times 6 gives us 240 units.
Q.
Volume is
Q.
This is not any different than what we just did, except for I want you to use area of the base for B, because if you go, or for capital B, because if you go down to number 8, we have a different shape, don't we? We have a triangular prism. And so to calculate the volume of that, we use area of the base, which is going to be, these are our bases right here, right? So to calculate the area of the base here, we do,
4 times 10 divided by 2.
why are we dividing by 2?
Area.
It's a triangle. So up here, it's not the area of a triangle, it's the area of a rectangle, so we don't divide by 2. But down here, it's the area of a triangle, so we divide by 2. And then we're still going to multiply by the height. Yes, no. And again, our label for volume is,
Q.
and then the last is surface area. Same exact shape we used in number 7, except for we are literally going to find the area of all 6 faces, right?
Yes.
So that, the one I just outlined in red, I'm doing it again, is one of the faces, yes, no? Okay? I'm going to grab my blue marker. This area that I'm highlighting in blue is another one of the faces, right? Okay, I'm going to grab my black marker. I'm not going to do this for all, but right here, this is another face. And we're using these dimensions to calculate the area, which we did all of that down here, yes, no? If you add 60 and 40 and 24 and 40 and 60 and 24, what is your total surface area?
248 units squared.